Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here today with Emerald and Brandy, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Emerald's ability to understand and respond to her formal on-leash obedience commands. The little tiny corrections and lots of motivation that we give this girl when we're working with her, and the training equipment that we're using. Brandy is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and she keeps the bulk of the leash folded in her right hand. That leaves her left hand free to give any correction that's needed, and the only correction is a little tug and let go on her pretty red collar, and that is the second piece of equipment that we're using. We are discussing different options for training collars, but because she is a little bit shy, we don't want to be too firm with her. We want to bring her out of her shell and have her enjoy her training. Now, she is sitting very nicely at Brandy's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. And the first exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is her ability to heel. The command is Emerald heel, and at this point she has a job to do, and that is to stay with you when you're walking, not dragging you down the street, but walking like a lady. And if you walk slowly, she should walk slowly. If you move more quickly, she should do the same. And when you stop, of course, there's the automatic sit, which you're already familiar with. And each time that Brandy stops her feet, that's one thing that Emerald is really good at, is the automatic sit. And we give her lots of praise, and every once in a while we've even slunk a treat in here or there just to bring her out of her shell. Now the next command that we're going to demonstrate is the sit stay. Stay is a hand and a voice command. And because it is a stationary exercise, it is a one-word command. Your long sit stay when you're practicing at home, you can practice indoors as well as outdoors. Start out at about 30 to 45 seconds and slowly work up to 3 minutes. When Brandy returns back to her, she walks all the way around her. And a lot of rescue dogs won't allow that because they don't trust humans. And they don't like you to get behind them where they can't see you, but she does a really good job of allowing Brandy to return back to her. Brandy leaves her in another sit stay, backs all the way up to the end of her leash. And this time, instead of returning back to her, Brandy's going to do the come on command. She comes right in and sits like a good girl. And then she goes back to heel. Very nice automatic sit. She leaves her in a stay. She backs all the way up. She's going to use her name, and she's going to use a happy voice for the come command. And Emerald comes and sits down nicely right in front of Brandy. Now the next commands that we're going to be demonstrating for you are your down commands. Emerald doesn't like to put her diva self on the ground, but we're going to show you the down from a heel position. So with her seated at your left, you take your left open palm, push it straight down toward the ground, and give the one-word command to down and stay. Now your long down stay you can practice right in your living room because you're going to be working this up to 5 minutes. When Brandy returns back to her again, she walks all the way around her. She stops at their shoulders, so remember to stop at the shoulders and give her another command. I'm going to keep that head up so that she's focused more on you than what's going on around her. She wants to stop halfway on her down commands. And we like to video outside because it gives you such a better view of what your dog has learned than videotaping a medium to large dog inside. This Brandy calls her out of that down, brings her in and has her sit. I don't know what she thinks on the ground right there, but she drops her head every time. Very good. And she's come a very long way while she's been with us at school. Brandy gives her a little treat for coming so nicely. And the very last command that we're going to demonstrate for you is the down from a distance. So Brandy leaves her in a sit stay and turns to face her. She's going to use her right hand to give the command. And you can see that she clearly knows what she's supposed to do. I just don't think she likes putting her belly on the ground. And it's not even cold out today. And that is your down from a distance. So we have demonstrated for you all of Emerald's formal on-leash obedience commands. She's done a great job for being a new rescue. She's really come a long way. I think she's had a good time while she's been with us here at school. We've enjoyed her. We want to thank you for choosing Nora's again for your dog training needs. We'll see you soon.